This is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Cutler's Bears going up against Manning's Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a... They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that was spectacular. But on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile, he makes any quarterback that much better.
Cutler now off the bootleg. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Cutler on third and long. And Jeffrey's got it. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Cutler to Jeffrey on the hook up there. 44 yards on their heels. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to lose yards.
Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Now Cutler to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Alshon pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now Cutler on third and long. Surveying the field. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. You know, Charles, a lot.
Especially on the defensive side, and that's Leonard Floyd, their first-round draft pick. Remember, they moved up last spring to make sure they got him because they thought maybe the Giants might take him at number 10, and he's played pretty well recently, 4.5 sacks in his last 3 games.
Throwing is Manning. And no, incomplete. And it's definitely hoping to stay on the field more this year, Victor Cruz.
And they would love to have him on the field. Just 6 games played over the last 2 seasons, starting with that horrific knee injury. And then
first down following that long gain. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings.
Floyd. But as time went on and he tested and people saw him work out and they saw the sheer athleticism, people realized they'd better move.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
For him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be taken down at... And no return here. This one's going inside the 15. Nothing going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And a cut to the sideline. A big play there out of the running game. 33 yards. Throwing now. Cutler on first down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's
big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he is swallowed first.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
On third down, Cutler. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on.
But that overthrow there, that's the thing we think that may be preventing him from being in the upper echelon of quarterbacks in the NFL.
Just the overall accuracy.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Overall accuracy and really lack of success in the play. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough. That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover. Plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, Cutler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him 13 yards there.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rest.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over.
Go here on second down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. On second down, here's Cutler. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes.
Actually, the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And he'll be out.
Get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it.
Lachlan Edwards for the Jets. The star of the day was Johnny Hecker for the Rams, averaged over 50 yards a punt, including a 78-yarder. And when you uncork a 78-yard punt, you should dance like their fellow punter, Marquette King.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Again, it's Cutler. And that's incomplete. Eddie Royal
on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it.
Their fellow receivers or offensive linemen, that makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this is Shepard on the catch. They get 25 yards, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought.
Really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. First half in the books. You're watching. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. And no return on this one as the fair catch. We begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they...
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free.
Over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Jennings. Calling no gain on.
They made it happen.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Manning escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Willie Young in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that's their 3rd trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know the scripting 12-16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8-10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
And he's able to take this one up.
And runs it successfully. That means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. Chelsea offense has up its sleeve. Howard receives it from Cutler. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Cutler to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Running with Howard. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. The lone setback is Langford. Now it's Cutler. The catch made by Miller. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Zach Miller, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On second down, here's Manning toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Manning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Manning now on first down. Forced out to his left. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Manning to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read. There he goes, left side. He's at the 50. Room here to run. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Cutler. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Zach Miller with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Giants. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Here's Manning to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove.
Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On second down, Cutler. On the right side, this is Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They come up in an offset eye. Cutler gives it to Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. On second down, here's Cutler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Time for a break. That'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. We're back to see what happens after this. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Cutler now to throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Bears will go for it. It's Cutler. He's got time. And he comes back with 1 complete. 7 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
There's no doubt that his size is a factor, but I've seen a lot of big running backs in the league not have that kind of impact because they don't run like a big back should. Get behind their pads, as they like to say, lower center of gravity, and not people backwards. Sometimes they run too upright and take too many hits. Not this guy. He knows how to get low, break tackles, and gain additional yardage.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse.